everybody, this is Lydia, and welcome to the Management Podcast. This week we talked about feedback, giving it and receiving it. You guys had terrific suggestions on good ways to give feedback. Give positive feedback in public, negative feedback in private. And we talked about how much more positive feedback we need to give than negative, just to have people feel like it's fair and neutral even. Why? Well, we tend to exaggerate our negative feedback. So we talked a lot about that. Great discussions this week. Most of the class wasn't about giving feedback, but rather about receiving feedback. Yes, the breakfast of champions. To my mind, there's no more important skill for your professional development as a manager, as a person, than learning to receive feedback well. We tend not to. We tend to do things like deflecting it, like defending ourselves. You know, defensiveness invites attack. If you give me feedback and I get defensive, it would be reasonable for you to try to make your case more forcefully why I should receive this feedback. So defensiveness invites attack. And then there's flipping, which is you give me feedback and I say, hey, well, you're not so good at that either. You do that too, you know. And maybe that's true, but I should save my feedback for you for another day. Just hear what the other person has to say. I thank you for the feedback. I hear you. Let me give that some thought. That's all you have to say. And then my favorite way of not receiving feedback is wrong spotting. If I can find anything wrong about the feedback you gave me, either where you gave it to me, how you gave it to me, your attitude, maybe how wrong part of it is, then I can throw the whole thing away. And what we know is people who are really skilled at finding those gems, even if you don't like how it came to you, it can be really important for your professional development. You can become a better manager very quickly if you're willing to go looking for the nuggets in the feedback you didn't really want in the first place. And then we're taking feedback to a whole nother level, not just receiving it, but going and seeking it. Truth being one of the core values of Vigor. And the first thing it says about it is we seek the truth. We're talking about going and seeking feedback, soliciting it, asking people around you, what could I do better? How could I run this meeting better? How could I support you better? What am I doing or not doing that's helpful or not helpful? These are great questions, and I look forward to hearing what you learn as you seek feedback. So let's go get some feedback.